Hi everyone, Plastic EP here coming from Melbourne, Australia. And guess what? I've got Mean Mr. Mayo. How are you, Mean Mr. Mayo? How you going?
Doing well. And I say, good day, mate.
That's
How
it,
are you?
mate. Now listen, I want to ask you something.
Sure.
Now, Mean Mr. Mayo is no relation to Scott Baio from Happy Days, is it?
No, but I guess maybe from your perspective, my voice may be similar to Scott Baio.
Now getting back to voice, has anyone ever told you that you look like, you remember that TV show Top Cat?
Top Cat, the cartoon.
Has anybody told you your features look similar to Benny the Bull?
You, sir, are the first. So I will delve into that deeper and deeper.
Please, and don't take it personally. It's all right.
No,
now, you know,
good. It's all good.
You know who people say I look like?
Robert De Niro, right? Robert De Niro.
I don't understand how they say that. My wife says it all the time.
You do have a little bit. I'd say from like the scalp down, you look a lot like him.
I just got Charles Rosen. He come on. And he said Benny too. So now have you got a new nickname called Benny the Ball? Remember, it came here first. All right.
All right.
Not only that,
you started it.
You're a top guy. All right. Now, Mean Mr. May, you could have been called Mean Mr. Mustard. You know that.
Right. But I switched it to mayo to give it a different flavor.
I don't get that. You could have called yourself Mean Mr. Donut.
Oh, I thought of all kinds of things. Mean Mr. Marinara, Mean Mr. Ketchup. But somehow the M's work good. Mustard, mayo, 3 M's, you know. So there you go.
Anyway, say hello to your friends out there. Talk more talk.
Yes, yes. Hello, everybody, from Talk More Talk. That's my solo Beatles video cast that I do with Ken Michaels, Kit O'Toole, which I know you had these people on. Tom Hunyadi. It took me a long time to get his name down, but now he's a good friend, and I know his name, Tom Hunyadi. And also Kenneth Womack. These people, I believe, have all met you. I don't think
I've interviewed all of them. You're the last one.
Yeah, I'm the last man sitting.
You're the hardest man to get. I think I tried 3 times to just come on now.
Oh, well, we hooked up now. We got the messenger going, so that's good. And that's great to be here. So we're going to have a lot of fun.
You got to learn how to pronounce names like Tom Hunyadi. I get it.
Yeah, that took me a little bit of time, but now it's pronounced just as it's spelled. So I'm surprised that I didn't know how the heck to pronounce it originally. You know,
he's fantastic. He knows a lot about Paul.
Oh yeah, and he of course has a 2 Legs podcast, just Paul centric, which is very much about Paul McCartney.
Don't I'm going to ask him a few things about Paul in another interview. But also Kit O'Toole, she's no fool.
No, she's the real deal, the queen of all.
Have you seen that show? Kit O'Toole, You're No Fool. Have you seen that?
Yes, I have. That's one of the ones that I've been watching. I watched a few of your shows to get a feel, and I know this is just a zany good time. So I'm looking. By the way, if I can say now, just from the start, from what I gather, you're a Monkees fan.
I am, exactly. How'd you know that? How'd you guess?
So am I. Well, that's obvious.
Hang on, before you start.
Yes, sir.
Before you start, I've got a secret here. Watch this. Thank you. Watch now. It's coming up. Look at that.
Oh,
that's the wobbler of
bobblehead. Looks like, is it Davy Jones or Mickey Dolenz?
No, it's Mickey
Davy Jones. Mickey. It says Mickey.
How great is that?
It's great, but I got something that I wanted to show you, sir, because I figured, I have an excuse to wear this now because I'm a fan of the Monkees myself.
You are a fan?
Yes, yes, I am. They belong in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Please say something about that. They should be. Now, listen, I'm going to say something too. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, I think it's about time you induct the Monkees, and now there's only Mike and Mickey left, and I'm a strong advocate of this, right? And I'm only here in Australia, and I was thinking about visiting Cleveland to visit my friend David Swanson down there. But you know what? If I come down there, I'm thinking double. Do I come down to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame or don't I? But I don't want to say anything because I think they even sell monkey records in the foyer. Someone told me.
Well, if they want you, the honor of your presence, Jan Werner better induct the Monkees. And it's a shame, as you said, Davey and Peter wouldn't be here. But I do like Mike very much and Mickey. And I'm going to wear this. I figured in honor of Mike Nesmith, I figured I'd just put this on. And if I could do it, let me take this off for a second.
Don't worry. Just make sure you got the buttons at the front. You need the buttons at the front. Yeah, that's it. Oh, yeah. That's a winner.
I I didn't work out how I was going to be able to put this on with the headphones, but I think we got it going.
Now, let me tell you something, me and Mr. Mayo, since we're talking.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, if in Cleveland they induct the Monkees, and there's only two of them left now, Mickey and Mike, Mr. Mayo and Plastic EP will do everything they can to be there. We'll make an effort, won't we?
Yes, amen. Amen to that.
I will get a canoe and try and come across from Australia to be there.
Whatever it takes. Whatever it takes.
Right. Whatever it takes. If I have to get on a cargo ship to come there, fifth class or something,
do it.
I'll try and be there. That should be that should happen now while they're here. Do you agree with that?
Right. That's what I said. Yeah, I felt bad that we lost Davey.
Look,
then we lost
I'm
Peter.
a baby boomer. I'm not going to tell you my age. Not that age has got anything to do with it, but come on. And I'll tell you why they should be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I'll actually tell you my opinion now since we started. And you can chip in too, because you're a Monkees fan. Yes. Okay. They're not the Beatles. They're four of the greatest entertainers that have ever entertained. To have a television show, to do recordings, to play live. Get that live?
They played live. And they did wind up singing and writing their own stuff too. I mean, you know.
They became a real band. Yes. Okay, they are a real band. Yes. They are a real deal. They're the best songwriters in the world, right?
No, but there's great songs there. Some they wrote, some. I mean, I love Randy Skouskit. That's written by Mickey Dolenz. It's one of my favorite Monkee songs.
And you know what? They wrote Going Down as well.
Going down.
The four of them. Anyway, I'm still talking. Kiss has got into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Wow.
That's great.
Yeah.
But the Monkees were before them. And the Monkees had the #1 TV show, and there was nothing like them, and there's still nothing like them. And you know what? Every day they're writing a new chapter, a new legacy. And I'm here and I'm in their corner, like you. And I don't want to start doing petitions and writing on the net, do this, do that. I'm telling you straight. They're the real deal.
Yeah. And it's still a lot of interest in them. In fact, we just had the album out, which I have yet to pick up. It's Mickey and Mike, or Mike and Mickey.
Yeah,
right?
The Mike and Mickey show.
I hear it's very good.
Yeah, it's the greatest. And I'll tell you what, the Monkees have got some of the biggest supporters in the world, and that includes die-hard Beatles fans. I come across it every single day. The Beatles fans love the Monkees.
There's a crossover there.
And you know what? It's a pity. This is the part that gets to me. It's a pity that Dave and Peter aren't here, and we'll never see it.
Yeah, it is. It is. And the first it was Davey, and then it was Peter. Yeah, isn't it a pity?
But I'll say it because I mean it. There's a difference.
Oh, yeah.
And, you know, I don't run these things. Not my business. But you know when people are great, and these people are great. And Mike and Mickey are two of the greatest entertainers. And Mickey, just to tell you, he's got one of the greatest voices that ever existed.
Oh,
that's his voice.
I love his voice, and he does an amazing version of the Beatles' "Oh Darling." Did you ever hear that? He does a good performance. I saw him do that at the Fest for Beatles fans. I think in 2012, maybe. I got to see him there. He was really, really good. You know, he's my favorite. And I'll just say
something about Mike. Mike is one of the greatest songwriters that ever lived.
Yeah,
written some of the greatest songs. He's won a Grammy Award for video. The man is one of the greatest entertainers of the world, and I reckon even one of the greatest minds out there. This guy, I cannot say enough about Mickey and Mike. And it's about time that they start getting their dues. That they've worked so hard for it, and they don't stop. They're still entertaining now.
And anyway, as far as Mike, I mean, you know, first of all, I want all of the Monkees in as a group, but Mike especially, you know, is uber talented. All man must have someone who never take advantage of the love pure as the sun.
You know which one I like? I got to tell you now since we're on it. Okay, I've said enough about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and I don't want to come out and do a monkey show with every monkey person in the world to come on to tell them what to do. Because you know what? It may even come to that. We might have a virtual confest. Yeah.
Think so.
We'll organise it from all around the world and get every single Monkey fan to come on, and we'll look at each other and go, what's happening? Why aren't they in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
Yeah, scratch your head on that one. Wow, that's crazy. Well, look, while we're still talking about the Monkees, I don't know if you see this.
That's rare. That's great.
So you know that. You know about this.
I do. That's the Monkey 60s playing cards. That's fantastic.
Yeah, I was looking for something that was, rare for the Monkees. That for 1966. This is, but let me just see. Before we go on, I thought I haven't taken these out. I really want to, but let's just play a game here. Let's just play a game.
Totally mint.
Yeah, they're really nice shape. But if we were to pick, this is totally at random. This is going to be your number, and you'll do you first. See who
I'm ready to go. What do I do? Pick a number?
Well, you got number 5.
No. Close the deck. I'm going to play another game. Close the deck.
I got number.
No. I don't want you to
show me. Sorry. What do you want to do?
All right. Hold the deck there, and don't do anything. All right. And when I call out a number, I want you to hold it in front of me until we hit the play dirt. You ready?
Well, do what?
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say something. Don't look. I want you to keep showing me the cards.
Until we get it. Oh, I see. Okay.
Now don't look at them.
I'm not.
Right, we're not cheating. So just get some and show it.
Okay.
Number 3.
Number 3. So you want me to start from the top?
No, just take any card and show it. What do we got?
I got an 8.
All right, let's keep going. We got all night. 7. Yes. There you go. yes. On the second go.
Now, you didn't see that first, right?
No, I didn't.
Okay. You want to do another one?
No, that's it. That was like my luck there. That's amazing. On the second card, I got it.
I can actually predict every one. I'll just show you. If we start with 9 of Hearts, right? I see that. Right? You see the 9 of Hearts?
I see it.
9 of Hearts. Next card I predict will be, I don't know, the Queen of Diamonds. I'm going to predict next. I got it.
Yeah, I know.
Queen of Diamonds. And that's it. That's my card tricks for tonight.
You should have had a card under your hat.
Hey, Davey, there he is. And it's the Ace of Clubs, may I say, not the Ace of Spades. So, anyway, there you go.
I appreciate you showing me. That's a mint pack.
Yeah. I got this at my favorite record store.
Well, I got to say something. If something happens to you, put that in the will to me.
I think you'd really appreciate it. I think I want somebody who would appreciate it. Okay.
Is there anything else you got to show me? That's great. What you showed me.
I have Monkees wise, no, but I have one Beatles item. I don't know if you want to segue into some Beatles stuff, but
let's have a look.
Okay. I know when you had my friend Tom Hunyadi here from Talk More Talk and the Two Legs podcast, a little plug there. He showed you, I think, the Paul McCartney 1960s bubble bath, Paul.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, I have a Ringo one too.
It's fantastic. Shampoo it is.
Ringo. I think it's bubble bath. I don't know about shampoos.
It's actually bubble bath. I keep saying it. It's bubble bath.
He's got a little dimple on the chin.
Put his face down a bit.
It's Ringo.
Yeah, that's it. He looks good too.
Yeah, it's a good fun like this because there are only 2 of these. Only Paul and Ringo they made.
Paul and Ringo.
Because they were in America, where these were from, they were the most popular Beatles back in the day. So there you go.
What do we say? Now let's talk Beatles. How come you haven't written a book? All of your friends have written a book, haven't they?
People tell me that I don't mean to put myself down. I don't speak as well as I write. I write better than I speak. But I'm doing all right tonight. But I always feel like everything's been done. I'm trying to think of a new angle, especially for solo.
I'll help you with an angle. Let's come up with some ideas for a book now.
Well, solo Beatles. I'm looking for after the split, I think. There's not much on those, really. But there's one book I know of that I don't have because it's too expensive that I would like to get. But no, I don't know. I'll have to think about this. I'll have to rack my brain a little bit more.
But do you want to write a book? You might want to write a kid's book. I got a book called Where's Ringo? Have you seen that? It's like, Where's
Ringo?
It's called Where's Ringo? It's very rare. I got it.
Oh, my hair's... I got a bad hair moment. I should have left that on.
No, you look fine. Don't worry about it. You look taller.
Let me tell you, having hair is a pain in the neck. Let me tell you. Look tall. I could use that. I need a few inches taller.
Actually, I'm waiting on more talk. Once you start actually inviting live people for your interviews, I told them I'm up for it.
Oh, okay. I know some people that might want to come on here too, if I can ask around. I'll run it by you and see what you think.
God, you're funny too. What have you got? Have you got a lot of Beatles CDs? You've got all these CDs?
Oh, well, yeah. Oh, I have a lot of Beatles CDs. I have a lot of Beatles vinyl. Back of me, though, is mainly books and DVDs mainly behind me. And some Blu-rays. Most of my Blu-rays are in the other room. I'm also a movie fan, so I have a lot of movies and stuff like that. And
now let's get on to the next thing. We spoke about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about why they're not releasing the Beatles cartoons on DVD and Blu-ray, since they're not putting it out Apple. That's another thing I'm not happy about.
The Beatles, you say cartoons?
Yeah,
65. Yeah. I would like those to. That's how I got my start. From I was born in the early '60s, so when I was about 4 or 5 is when the Beatles cartoons were on in the States, and they were really nice to see as a kid. And they had the music; they played the music, you learned the songs, and that's how I really got into it. And I'd like to see that out. I'm thinking that maybe some of those episodes might have sensitive issues today.
Yeah, I know what you're saying, but you know what? It's 1965 and 2020, and that's another thing now. We can't change what was from before.
Yes.
Okay? Those are classic cartoons, and they didn't end up being showed in the UK until the 1990s, believe it or not.
You're right.
Because the Beatles weren't too wrapped with the way their voices were portrayed.
Right. Oh, well, it's just a cartoon. I'm okay with that. I mean, you have John like, hello, boys, let's do the next
That's
tune.
it.
And then you have George like, I don't know why he sounds like, I don't know, like from another country, like Ringo. What do you say, Ringo? Like that. And then you got Ringo. Yeah. I mean, exactly. It's a lot of fun. It's a cartoon.
And when he does the sing along, and you know what? I'll tell you another thing. When that cartoon came out, teachers were so happy because kids used to sing the name of the songs, the words with the bouncing ball. So they were improving their literacy and their reading.
Yeah, well, I agree 100%. That's how I got into it and learned the songs. And I think that could also help introduce new generations of kids into the Beatles music, although a lot of them get into the Beatles anyway these days from social media and downloading and whatnot. But the cartoons, that's a real high on my list that I would like to see them come out.
See, I'm reading your mind already, but let me explain something else, right? You got bootleggers making money from a product that's not theirs because you can't get it. So the demand's there. So what are you going to do? Buy bootleg? That's
another thing. Yeah, you're right about that.
Put it out, and instead of losing money, because Apple's losing money not putting them out.
And of course, I would never have bootlegs in my collection. No, not me. I would never do that.
It's so funny. You know, Mr. Mayo.
Yes, sir.
It's great. I love your name. Do you want
ketchup
with that? Do you want ketchup with that?
I thought, well, like I said, when I did my YouTube channel, I wanted to come up with a name, some kind of joke from the Beatles, and you had other common things like Dr. Robert, which somebody has, and names like that. I mean, I can't do Eleanor Rigby because obvious reasons, because I've got a beard and everything. But so I said, well, we make a play on me, Mr. Mustard, just go for mayonnaise instead. A lot of times people think, some of the comments, when you get negative comments, they think they're getting on me. They're like, hey, mayonnaise. And I'm like, that's right. That's exactly what that means. You got it. It's not an insult. That's why I have it mayo. See, it's supposed to be mayonnaise.
Everybody thinks different. We all don't think the same.
Yeah, what a boring world that would be.
I'm me, you're you, and everyone else is themselves. Exactly. I mean, that's it in a nutshell, isn't it?
You know that. So it's a very diverse world.
What do you say? What is your favorite Beatle movie? Is it Help or A Hard Day's Night, or is it Let It Be?
Well, you're gonna find. I'm glad you didn't mention Yellow Submarine because that's my least favorite, although it has its reasons too.
I got to say, that's amazing for a kid to watch that. The colors and the artwork.
Oh yeah, that's another one. A lot of kids grew up on that. But since you asked me the question, I mean, I love the first two. My personal favorite is Help.
Me too.
That's my
I like the
personal favorite.
color.
Yeah,
The
it's
black
nice
and
and
white bores
color.
me.
It's in color, and I also I love A Hard Day's Night, and although it's black and white, I mean that's it adds an edge to it. A lot of times they want to say let's colorize things. I think it looks like a Liverpudlian documentary, from Liverpool. The image you have of like the gray beginnings, if you will, of the Beatles.
Yeah, but I still don't understand. Why don't you just film it in color and then make it black and white? At least you got it in color.
Yeah, right. I guess
It's
maybe
not
they were
like they
trying.
didn't have money. Okay, it's not like they didn't have money to film
Well,
the
I
Beatles.
don't know. I wonder. I think at first they thought the Beatles were just going to be maybe a flash in the pan. So let's
Yeah,
capitalize. Let's get this down and do something. Capitalize on it. And before it disappears, disappears. Here we are. What 60 years later? For crying out loud! Are you kidding?
you
Disappears.
know what? I'm not knocking people that buy vinyl. I reckon vinyl's fantastic. But you know what? I'll give you an example. You can buy records from like thrift stores and things like that, $5, $6. That's a great buy. But when you're paying here in Australia nearly $50 Australian for a reissued album, that's a record. That's a lot of money. That's why young people don't waste it. They go to the thrift stores, shop around, and get the albums.
Yeah.
I don't even play records anymore.
From your perspective, yeah, I could see that from your perspective, especially the price.
I just got them for the covers. I actually listen to MP3s and CDs. I'm totally satisfied with that. Yeah. I've got a son. He's 23 years old. He said, I want to play records. I said, listen, if you're going to go and spend $50 to get a player, don't bother because the sound quality is so abysmal. It's rubbish. And you reckon your records as well. If you haven't got like $1,000 state-of-the-art system, you're not going to hear the best of the albums.
Yeah, I know some young people get into it and they buy these, what are they called? A Crosley phonograph or something. It's like almost like a toy. And, you have to have a really good system,
I found a record at the record shop and I was fortunate enough to find it. Look at this. And it's signed. Get this part. It's actually signed. And they were on the Batman TV show too in the 60s. Look at this.
Oh, Chad and Jeremy.
Yeah, but they've signed it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Nice silver there. Yep.
And the other signature's coming up.
That's nice. Silver against the black.
Yeah. How cool is that?
Very nice.
Well, I haven't got time to find them.
Well,
you got a big record collection?
Yeah, well, I only really started getting back into vinyl in 2011. That's why I started my channel. It started as a vinyl channel.
Look at that.
Where happened? You disappeared.
Look at that. Isn't that amazing?
I don't see any. Wait a minute, I can't see that. What are you, Claude Rains? What's going on here?
No, I do a bit of magic on the show, with the backdrops.
No, magic works.
Tom Ediardi? The guy.
Sure. Mentioned him a few times.
Great. I asked him, how did you feel before coming on this show? He goes, I was nervous for a week. I said, what are you nervous for?
I said, he really was. I wonder if he really was, or was that just like fun for fun?
No, I believe him. I said, why? I'm human. What's the problem?
That's why you got to do it spontaneous. It's amazing. Do you ever sleep? Has anybody ever asked you that question? Do you sleep?
No, but I'm honest with you. I nearly got killed.
Nearly got killed? What?
Yeah. From doing interviews, day, night, 4 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m., don't know what the day is. I'm all over the shop. I got in my car to go somewhere, and I fell asleep at the wheel.
Oh, are you kidding? Oh, my, that's terrible. No, it's not worth the interview.
That was about 80 kilometers an hour. And lucky I had a friend with me in the car, and lucky that I just awoke, went into a turn, and just basically just controlled it. But it's a wake-up call. That,
fall
asleep at the wheel anytime. It doesn't matter who you are, and be aware. If you feel drowsy or you feel sleepy, you stop, go and have a coffee, relax. You need a snooze, have it in the car, but don't drive if you're feeling a bit tired because it only takes a split second and you won't even know it.
And then pop in a CD of your Auntie Griselda to help you stay awake.
I like how you're right up with it.
Oh, I
You're
love that song.
hardcore Monkees too.
I love that song.
That's one of the
Underrated.
Hey, we did a show called The Worst 10 Top Monkey Songs. Have you seen that one?
Oh no, but I'm sure that was on there.
No, but you got to see this because what happens is we've got 3 people on the panel.
Oh, okay.
And we all came up with the same song. And then we had Charles Rosenay texting, right? And he got it 2. So that's 4 out of 4. What show on the net do you see where the 4 people get the same answer? That's unheard of. And we didn't know each other's answers either. It was written down on paper. No one conferred with each other and showed what their answers were. Now, I'm going to give you a clue. First 2 albums, what is the worst Monkey song?
Well,
take your time.
If I know I was coming on here thinking, I wonder if he's going to ask me the worst Monkey song, and I really didn't know. I'm not wild about "I Want to Be Free," believe it or not. Even though
that's okay.
That's on the first album.
2 versions of that. I actually like the other version that they used. There were the 3 of them, like Mickey singing with him in unison. It's on the Masters one. Like they got another CD where they've actually taken songs that they didn't use. And I actually like the second version better with Mickey singing to him. But I'm going to give you the clue now. It is a Davies song. And it's off the first 2 albums. And I can't stand that song. And I fall asleep within the first 30 seconds of that.
Oh, you know what? I know the albums, and the other one's more of the Monkees, which was my first
the second
Monkees
one. That's right. I'll give you a hint. First one was the Monkees. Second album was More of the Monkees. Now, here's the second clue since you said it. It is on More of the Monkees. And it's sung by Davey. So,
it better not be the very good Look Out, Here Comes Tomorrow. It's not that.
It's not that one.
That's really good. But I don't know all the songs on it. I know that's my favorite album, I think, but yet I can't remember which songs are on it.
Have you got that album?
Oh, yeah.
Where is it?
Oh, I could never get at it. There's stuff in front of the records.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you the song. The Day We Fall in Love.
Oh yeah, now it's funny. I'm not really that familiar with it, but I remember from not too long ago when I did give it a spin. That particular song, now that you're mentioning it, struck me as not one of my favorites. So even though now that you're mentioning the title, I'm thinking, okay. That's also got I'm Not Your Stepping Stone on it, right? It's got
You know what is my favorite song of all time? It's become my favorite, and it's on that album. Mike Nesmith, The Kind of Girl.
That's good. I don't know the words to that, but love you be the kind of girl I could love. That one.
That is a classic. My favorite before that was You Just May Be the One.
It's so good.
Be the one.
You Just May Be the One. That's the one I was singing. Yep.
No, but you know what? Over time, The Kind of Girl I Could Love is the best. And that's the one that starts off the episode with Honey and the Bear, the 2 spies, if you remember that. The spy who came in from the cool. I think that's the episode where it starts off with them on the stage and they're singing, The Kind of Girl I Could Love. She does something to my soul that no one ever knows. If you're looking for true love, let me be the one. Oh, girl, that's a go forever.
Yeah, they're good. They're good.
When I sing it, I kill it. That's like bad luck.
Papa Jean's Blues.
Yeah, another great one. And you know what? Listen to the band.
Listen to the band.
That's great. And you know the other one that I like? What am I doing hanging around? That's the best. And Mike didn't write that.
What am I doing?
Great song.
What do you think of the new Monkees stuff, like the Good Times?
I'm going to tell you, the new one that's out now, the Mickey and Mike Show Live, it's totally fantastic. And I suggest everyone go out there and buy it. And also, I want to give Mike Nesmith a plug. If you want to get the greatest Mike Nesmith stuff, you go to Video Ranch. That's his site. It's got everything there. And you know what? He's so great, the man. He's got sometimes where he's got you go on, you buy something, and he'll say, I'll sign it, or it's pre-signed. And that's where you want to get your Mike Nesmith stuff. Okay. He's come out with a box set of all of his CDs. I got it. And the guy, when they did the concert here in Melbourne, right? That was at the counter for sale with his signature. $50 US. How do you get that? That's value. I love it.
Beautiful. Yeah, I'm unfortunately I never got Mike's. I did get Mickey's signature on the I had it on the Headquarters album. And you know what's funny? I went to a show. It's really a horror movie convention. I went there in 1999, and they were not just horror stars, but all kinds of stars, music, rock and roll, whatever. And Davey was there, and I was so pressed for time, I had to go in and get out. That I said, "I'll get him another time." You know, it didn't work. So
sad. We miss Davey and we miss Peter.
Yeah.
Anyway, listen. You know, we've covered nearly everything. We've gone half an hour. And we just started.
Yeah, I feel like I just got here. It's amazing. Time just flew.
Now it's time for you to go and watch Top Cat.
I'm going to start looking. I remember that. The one and only. What's this? This is a song.
Top Cat.
Top Cat.
You watch a cartoon on YouTube.
Oh, okay. I'll have to look that up and see what I look like. The bull guy or whatever.
Benny the Bull.
Benny the Bull.
And I've got to go and watch a Robert De Niro movie.
All right, sir. Okay, so
it's been a pleasure from Plastic EP and
Mean Mr. Mayo.
What a fantastic interview this one is. You know, they're going to love it, Took.
It's been a lot of fun. A lot of my people. I'm going to give a plug to it. I'm going to say, hey, watch me on. I'll do it on my YouTube channel, Plastic EP. Check this guy out. Watch me too. And they're going to say, "Where's the Beatles? You're talking about the Monkees."
That's the best part.
That's right. Right. It's wild.
From us here in the universe. See you soon. See you, Ringo.
Take care.